Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending from where you're watching us from. Definitely, this is the journey before and after marriage. We're coming to you on the RGC Heroes of Faith TV, and the show on air is The Site. My name is Julius Mumo, and along with me, we are in studio with my not so expert on this topic that we are talking about, that is Reverend Zachary, who is a father, who is a mentor, psychologist, and as well as the lead pastor right here at RGC Heroes of Faith. Welcome on board. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and as well on TikTok. Kindly follow us, leave us a comment, and our team will get back to you. We are saying you can support us to make this program go on every single week by supporting us through the 4230096 pay bill, and definitely we'll be so glad to do so right here. Karibu sana pasi.
Thank you, Julius, and our viewers. We are really happy that we are back again. We have come to build up from where we left, and we believe that all those who are following, thank you for those who are making their comments, who are making more inquiry, and also those who are laying some more input in our discussion. We are here again to continue building, because I know what you are discussing, what you are reflecting on, it is what many are going through. And we believe we are here to edify each other.
True.
Thank you. Welcome. God bless you.
Thank you. Pastor, we left the other episode at a point yenye singetaka tuiongelele kwa hiyo episode. You're saying that you are engaged to a different person and you call it quits, and you got married to another person.
Yeah.
Please, can you share with us on that?
Yes, when in the last episode, when I mentioned about it, we were discussing sometimes engagements fail. Mm-hmm. And there are various reasons that makes the engagements to fail. We said probably it can be as a result of an offense from each other, and yet with an unforgiving spirit. Mm-hmm. It can be suspicion or mistrust that builds up in that when you are building up the relationship. It can be something that you are both agreeing that we were not meant for each other.
Yes.
And I ended up saying there was already I had engaged, but she is not the one whom I married. Mm-hmm. That engagement took us a period of almost 2 years. It was an engagement, and I know my viewers are expecting me to say a lot, to shed more light on it.
Do not mention their names.
I do not want to mention, because that is to stigmatize somebody.
Yes.
But I would like to say that sometimes we find ourselves in engagement or dating as a result of many factors or pressures. Mm-hmm. At my first engagement, I chanced to engage a friend to my friend, to the friend of my friend. This English is somehow. I engaged a friend of a friend who was engaged to my friend.
Okay.
Now is it understood?
Yes.
Yeah. You see,
yes.
My friend, we were so much together. And he is the one who was first to engage. Yes. And even before getting engaged, we were talking about it. he started sharing with me what he is feeling now. Because he was telling me, I feel like now I need to settle. We used to do a lot of things together, to go out and preach. We were parents, we were, to both the parents, we were like a child to each parent. You know, you develop closeness until the siblings, from both sides, they feel like this one is also one of us. That's how we were. And when it reached to the point of engaging, he is the first one who was caught by that malaria. You know, it's kind of a malaria.
Yes.
Where you start talking about lonely, yet people are there.
Yes.
Then he was telling me, you know, when I'm waking up in the night and feel a lot of loneliness. And I could not understand what kind of a loneliness is this. Yeah. So that's why I'm calling it a malaria. And then he had to seek for the cure. The cure is to get to settle down with somebody whom they were to build up a relationship that will culminate into marriage.
Yes.
And the friend whom he spotted had also a very close friend who was also
looking for someone.
She was desperate for somebody. Me, I was a freelance guy. I was enjoying it to see them together, my friend with his friend. Me, I would create the environment. I would go there like a watchman, hover around as they talk and do what they are doing, share what they are sharing. And then I would escort them, I would join them to escort each other home. But now, the game, I was caught up in the game. Because this friend of mine, when his fiancé or the person he is dating would also come with the other lady.
Yes.
And when they meet, we have no option. We have to be left, both of us, somewhere, and we could not stay looking at the animals and the birds of the air. We started talking.
Yes.
We started building a relationship also. But to her, she was ahead of me. You know, she wanted also to find a partner. But to me, I was just showing solidarity to my friend. Yes. And you know, now the manipulative tactics started to come in.
Yes.
The one, you know, when a relationship is not natural coming from the heart, it is manipulated.
True.
And I felt it, after some times I felt it was a manipulation because I had not settled.
It's not something genuine that was coming from your heart.
Yes, from my heart. I felt I might be wasting the relationship of this young lady. Yet I am enjoying a lot. We are also pretending before people. Now we are also in love. I went to a point of engaging under peer pressure.
Yes.
Because now my friend with his sweetie, the babe, they were trying to push me, babes. They were trying to push me. They wanted to form a very strong relationship.
Yeah.
And I got into the trap.
And do you think, before you continue, do you think that most young people are trapped in that peer pressure thing?
Yes. There are people who ended up marrying, but now their marriage is for convenience, for showing us, yet it was not real. There was a game of manipulation in between. And that is what I sensed. whenever we now started, I just say it for convenience now, I would like to settle with you. We start working together so that we may settle towards marriage. Then the girl was expecting that. And now she was on top of it, putting pressure on me. That
we move to the next level.
The next level, we would visit. My friend was so much for it, or to get settled. And you know, their engagement took shorter time, and they ended up doing a very wonderful wedding, and they settled in marriage. Now, after the wedding, this girl could not give me peace, because she want us to be the next and settle in marriage. To a point, now she was using harsh words and trying to bring in some intimidations of some kind, pushing me to get settled. She would not, and she would show her feelings, her reaction towards me. When she is trying to show me how annoyed she is and not happy, me, I am left watching and wondering, will we be able to put up together with somebody who has such a kind of an attitude? Imagine times we would arrange, we come together and have a moment together. She come and shut up. She will not talk. I try to beg, what wrong have I done? Only to speak a few words. We are not here to start now talking about when we are going to get married. I don't see the importance of coming together. Please call me when you have an answer to what I want. And I was harassed.
That is actually manipulation.
Yes, total manipulation. I started now feeling, now if I drop her, then I will offend my friend together now with his newlywed wife, because the wife also loved the girl. Then I started developing cold feet even towards my friend with his now established family. I started dodging them, because I did not want them to come and ask me, how far have we gone? Are we still continuing? And to me, I was like feeling this one, it is not what I really expected. And I want to tell the young people there, please do not be humiliated. Let there be no kind of a manipulation and pressure from one to another. It is all about the heart flowing and agreeing. And it reached a point, she went and accused me to my friends. And I was called to stand before the Sanhedrin. Now that I went to the court to be judged. And my friends also, they were on the side of the girl. I was called a mere joker, not a serious brother, a person who takes advantage of others. He used to, and they did not want to listen to my case. Because it's what they were also fed by this girl.
They never took their time to listen to the part of you.
Yes. I did not, I chose now to start being myself in the relationship. And it is good for people to set boundaries.
Yes.
Because to me, I had not messed with the girl. We were not touching. We only did set our own limits.
Nice.
And therefore, nobody would tell me I abused the girl.
True.
We enjoyed each other and then we dumped each other. I was so much morally upright in this relationship. And also she was also for the same.
Yes.
It's something we had agreed. But now when it reached to a place that now I am being demonized in this relationship, I am bearing all the blame. I started and I felt I should speak out my heart. And I sat them down and I told them, this time you are not telling me anything. I am coming to tell you what is in my heart.
Wow.
And I told them, in this relationship from the beginning, it was out of convenience. It was ordinary to be in fashion. Because you, my friend, when you engaged this lady, we were feeling like we are the odd one out. And yet it was not deep in my heart or in my mind. And rather than wasting each other's time, now I would desire to be freed from this relationship by confessing that if I did offend you by engaging you, please forgive me. And I feel let us call it a quit.
Wow.
And you see, when I spoke it out, I said, even if I would come to settle on you, it will not be under coercion or manipulation.
True.
I will allow my heart to choose.
Yes. So let's give it time.
Let's even not giving it time. It is let us release each other, as the Bible says.
Whoever gets someone first.
Yeah, and I told her, if another young man come and propose to you, don't let them down waiting for my final answer. My final answer is, let whoever will fit you come. And let me say, by the time I was getting now, I reached a place I got now the person I have. But with that relationship, when we added it up, our friendship returned. Because there is still friendship and courtship.
Yes.
You can be my friend, but we have not built some intimacy. A young lady can be my friend.
Yes.
But we are not building an intimacy that will culminate into marriage.
Yes.
We can be friends because of the assignment we are undertaking. We can be friends because we are classmates. We can be friends because we are churchmates. We worship in the same church.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean that I will marry you or she'll get married to me. That's what we did. I resolved. My intention was, let's remain good friends. And surely we enjoyed that good friendship.
That's good.
We would meet and talk of anything else, but not revisit again the matters of relationship. And when we continued, a true brother came and proposed to the young lady.
Yes.
And we had agreed, if somebody will propose to each other, we'll make a proposal or be proposed, we let each other know, and we celebrate together.
That's a good one.
And I would say that when even she was proposed to, she disclosed to me.
Wow.
And I told her, oh, glory to God. May it result to your happiness. May it be that you will be happily married. And you see, that's what really happened. Because I did not hold any grudge towards that relationship.
I like the way you are sharing it, and the way you reached a point and you could release one another.
Yeah.
In the society that we are living today, I
Yes.
think probably you can talk to to a young person whom when they feel like in the process of dating and in the process of engagement and all that, they feel like if someone comes out clearly and talks out their mind about how they feel about each other, and they choose now to go their separate ways, they feel like umsi akukuwa na that confidence ya kuniambia from the word go, alikuwa anataka tu kuni waste your time and all that. What could you tell that young person?
I would say that why should you hold each other hostage? Yet you are so sure from the heart you are not for it. It is better you become a truthful person.
Yeah.
Do not waste each other's time. And if relationships, I would like to tell people, if relationships will end, let it not end with enmity.
Yes.
And wishing hell on each other and with some revenge of a kind. Know that it did not work, and because it did not work, it is for our good. That it did not work. Rather than keeping it and holding on to it and building up some wounds, you have bitterness and all that. You know, if we did not release that relationship well, it would have also affected the future relationships that we were to get into. Because after that, I reached a point. I know I will get still another episode now to say how my heart settled on the one I have really married and loved today.
Definitely.
Yeah, because that is the real thing. And you find, especially when people start to be caught by what I call the malaria,
Yes.
they tend to run they pick anybody as if it the malaria queen to kill the malaria.
To cure the malaria.
But you find you at the wrong run, as you progress, you start realizing, I did it in a haste. I settled on the wrong. This person, I did not consider many things which I ought to have considered before. So do not be in a big hurry, and do it with a lot of caution. Because in dating, you have not settled on each other. Yes. Sometimes I have pitied some young people in dating, even they ended up going to the bed, and it resorted to some pregnancy and children coming, yet they did not live together. They dropped each other. You see, it's a scar you have left to each other. True. Why don't we set the boundaries and also determine the values that we are going to hold to adhere to in our relationship until it is a fully established and rubber stamped by the church, the society, parents. They have really, now they are saying you have begun life together.
Wow.
Yes.
I think at this point we can leave it there.
Yes.
As we come to the close of our dating, and now we go to the engagement.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to know more about the engagement stage. What are the do's? Excuse me. What are the do's and what are the don'ts? Where are the lines where we draw and everything of that? And I think it's an interesting conversation that we are going to have.
Yes.
And for this one particular one, we'll leave it at there.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're still friends with
yes.
the person you had engaged.
And her family.
And their family.
Yeah.
Do you sometimes like have a talk then mnasema kuna time tulikuwa
really times there are times my wife knows about it.
Yes.
And also her husband. And they were also longing to meet each other, and we talk about that, how it was.
Around like something fun.
And I would make some funny comments. I believe you are not harassing this man like how you harassed me. And they would laugh. Because actually it is all about life. And we did not harm each other.
True.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching this particular one, and definitely, as we've said, that it works for good for those who love the Lord. If it's not coming from here, the heart, you don't need to struggle with it. Give it time. Let it come from your heart. Let it be a willing buyer and a willing seller. someone who is genuine from what they are expressing for one another. If you're a young person and you're facing that, know that you're not the first one to face that. Someone else faced and they conquered. You can as well as conquer on this stage. God bless you. And we are saying on behalf of the team that makes this particular show possible, we say it's a goodbye and God bless you.